Namo Buddhassa, Vandami Bhante. Welcome everyone to our weekly session on learning and practice of Visuddhimagga. We are in Khandhaniddeso, and for past few weeks, Bhante is teaching us Rūpakkhandhakathā, description of materiality section. So on the same topic, Bhante will continue to guide us. So on behalf of all the participants, I request Bhante with my folded hands. Bhante, continue to guide us uh, on having compassion on us.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. May Triple bless you all. This is Visuddhimagga. Now we are in Khandhaniddeso, that means the description of the 5 aggregate. This is lecture number 113. We are in Rūpakkhandha, the materiality aggregate. This is the first aggregate you need to study first and then practice. But before practice of this Khandha or the materiality aggregate, you need to have concentration, the great concentration up to the access or to the absorption. So otherwise you can't do this. So the listeners who do not reach up to the access or the absorption concentration, so you just read and listen, and then take note, kind of thing you need to do, and then you practice. If you want to do as a Suddha Vipassaka or the pure insight meditator, then you must practice 4 element meditation without practicing the other kind of meditation. And if you are Samathayanika or practicing jhana first and then touching the panya or the wisdom by 4 element meditation, then only you can do this kind of thing. This kind of thing means what are the 28 kind of rupa or the materiality Buddha taught, and the what are their lakhana rasa pachupatana and padatana. That means what is the characteristic, function, manifestation, and the proximate cause. So like that, you need to study all the materiality first in this way, by using this 4 kind of defining devices. So very, very important. So the learning of this kind of defining devices, that means characteristic, function, manifestation, and the proximate cause. So now we actually, you have 28 kind of rupa or the materiality. So out of that, we finish what are the 4 great elements and what are the 5 kinds of what called the pasada rupa or the sensitivity materialities, for all the translucent materiality, or we can say that is the transparent materiality. You need to we finish, and then after that, what are the objective materiality of them? That means, for example, eye translucency. What is the object? The color is the object, or the form, shape, and the other thing, but color mainly. And to the ear translucency or the sotapasada, what is the object? That is the sound. Many different kind of sound you have. So then that one of sound is the object. So therefore we can call this as objective materiality. Objective materiality. So like that, to the to the nose sensitivity or nose translucency, it is the smell or odor. And then to the tongue translucency, you have a flavor or yes, yeah, then or the taste as the object. And then your body translucency, that is the tangibles are the object. So therefore, now you're gonna study this uh, objective materiality, and step by step we want to finish every materiality up to 28 kind of proof or the materiality. So now number 437 in the Atthakatha, and in the left column you have Atthakatha or the commentary of Visuddhimagga, and the right column you have Tika or the sub-commentary, Mahatika, the great sub-commentary. Let's move to the number 437. You can see Tato Paresu, Pana, Rūpadisu Chakku Patihanana Lakhanam Rūpam, Chakku Vinyanasa Visebhavarasam, Tasseva Gochara Pachupathanam, Mahabhuta Padathanam. Like that. Tato mean after that mean, you learn about the five kinds of derived materiality, early derived materiality. That means 5 kinds of derived materiality mean those are the translucent materiality. 5 kinds of translucent materiality, like eye translucency, ear translucency, nose translucency, and tongue translucency, body translucency. Here, tato means after that. After that, paresu rupadisu chakku patihanana lakkanam rupam. That means among the other kind of derived materiality, paresu mean among other kind of materiality, other kind of derived materiality here, Rūpadisu mean starting with the visible data, so on 5. Visible data, so on 5. Now he's gonna explain what is the Rūpa or the color, or we can say that is the form, shape, or something like that, the object. So object Rūpa is the color. Now color object Chakku Patihanana Lakhanam. It has a characteristic as impinging. Patihanana means impinging, or we can say striking. It strike to the the object strike to the eye what called the eye translucency. So therefore we can say impinging on the eye sensitivity, eye translucency. That is the characteristic. Or striking on the eye translucency. That is the characteristic. And chakku vinyanasa visaya bhava rasang. Rasang means the function. Chakku vinyanasa visaya bhava. Now here visaya means not the field. This is the object. So it is of the, now the visible data are to be the object to the eye translucency. Eye consciousness. Eye consciousness, that is the visible data are to be the objects to the eye consciousness. Chakku vinyana means eye consciousness. So visaya bhava rasan. Visaya bhava means that is the object. So it is the object to the eye translucency. That is the It is the object to the eye consciousness, not the translucency. Now translucency, within the translucency, your eye consciousness arises. So the function is visible data are to be the object to the I consciousness. Tasseva gochara pachupatthana. What is the manifestation while meditating and seeing the I consciousness, sorry, I translucency, and you need to what is the manifestation? What manifestation to your mind? This is the gochara, tasseva gochara pachapattana. Tassa mean here chakku vinyana or the I consciousness. So gochara mean here it gives the field. It gives the field to the I consciousness. Now you need to understand what is the field and what is the object. So field mean you know now. You don't have only one kind of one kind of I translucency within the I decade kalapa. So you have multiple I decade kalapa or the chakku dasaka kalapa. You have multiple, but within that multiple I decade kalapa, uh, chakku vinyana arises in one only. So therefore, it gives the field, but there arises I consciousness in one I translucency only. So keep it in mind. So therefore, this gochara and visaya bhava, the difference between what is the visaya bhava and what is the gochara, you need to understand. So while practicing this meditation, that means how you want to practice. I always tell to you that you need, as a Suddha Vipassaka, you need to practice 4 element meditation quickly. That means after practicing initially 4 element meditation, and then you can go quickly to the access concentration of the 4 element meditation, and it gives the light of wisdom in front of you. And with the help of this light of wisdom, as a Suddha Vipassaka, you focus your I do. I told you last day how you how many kind of Rūpakkhandhakathā, all the subatomic particles are there, different types of subatomic particles are there in the I do. You need to focus on um, the dark circle within the center of the dark circle. You need to focus deep inside the eye. So that is what is called sasambhara chakku. That means constituent. So if you have kind of what called the slide, if you so you can see in the left side you can see the white circle and the dark circle. So white circle around and the dark circle in the middle, and directly from the center of the dark circle, you can see towards the brain side or the eye nerve, or we what called visual nerve. Uh, there you have one point that is the retina. So in the retina only you this sasambhara chakku, or what is called the constituent, other constituent with the eye translucency. So how many kind of rupa kalapa or the subatomic particles you can see there. So you therefore you need to focus deep inside the eye. That's why Buddha told to you. So you focus deep inside the eye. These 7 type kind of different rupa kalapa you can see in front of you with the in front of you with the light of wisdom as a Suddha Vipassaka. But to the Samatayanic Vipassaka, that means he enter into the usually 4th jhana of any kind and emerge from the 4th jhana when the light become more powerful, brilliant, and bright, and then focus your I do as I said before. But he also that vipassaka also, or the insight meditator also must do 4 element meditation. That means he need to practice jhana up to the fourth jhana or whatever the eight attainment, and then enter into the fourth jhana usually, but any jhana you can enter and emerge, and then you must do the four element meditation. And after doing four element meditation up to the access concentration, only you can practice this. So while focusing, I special point. The special point Buddha told to you that it is like a louse's head. Its size is like a louse's head. So within that you have seven kind of Rūpakkhandhakathā, or seven kind of different kind of materiality, group of materiality. So first one is the Chakku Dasaka Kalapa, eye decade Kalapa. And then you have Kaya Dasaka Kalapa, the body decade Kalapa. So those two Kalapa are the same. I mean, while seeing, you can see Chakudasa Kalapa also transparent, translucent and brilliant and bright. The Kayadasa Kalapa also brilliant and bright. You can't understand what is the Chakudasa Kalapa, what is the Kayadasa Kalapa. So therefore, there is a method I explained that day. But Bhavadasaka Kalapa, the third one, Bhavadasa Kalapa means that is the sex decade Kalapa. Sex decade Kalapa. So, this sex decade Kalapa are opaque, not the translucent, not the brilliant and bright, they are opaque. And Jivita Navaka Kalapa, 9 group of materiality. So why this group of materiality? Because one element or one ultimate materiality cannot exist alone. All are forming group and exist. Without grouping, any kind of materiality or mentality cannot exist. So keep it in mind. Therefore, everything are in the group. The Jivita Navaka Kalapa means life nonad Kalapa. And then you have Ojatama Kalapa. That means Oja at the 8th position. Oja at the 8th position. 3 kinds of Kalapa, or the group of materiality. 3 kinds of Oja at the 8th. So Chittaja Ojatama Kalapa. That means mind-born materiality, the nutritive essence as the oja mean nutritive essence at the 8th position. So that is the meaning. Mind-born materiality, which has the what called the nutritive essence as the eight position. That means your Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Vanna, Gandha, Rasa, Oja. Oja is the 8. Therefore, that means earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, order, flavor, nutritive essence. So nutritive essence is the 8. So that is born from the mind in the heart, based on the heart. So that is what is called Chittaja Ojatamaga Kalapa. And you have Utuja Ojatama Kalapa. Utu mean every Rupa Kalapa you have your Tejo Dhatu, or the fire element. Fire element. This fire element has some special kind of ability to produce Rupa, another kind of Rupa Kalapa. That is what is called Utuja Rupa, or the temperature born materiality. With its own power, without getting any kind of support from another materiality. So it has its own power to produce other kind of temperature born materiality. That temperature born materiality also, Oja is the 8th position. Oja at the 8th position. That means Oja means the nutritive essence. Oja at the 8th position, but the source is different. The Chittaja mean mind is the source, and then Utuja mean the temperature, or the fire element is the source. And then Aharaja Ojatamaga Kalapa. Aharaja Ojatamaga mean your food, outside food, and then it become Aharaja Rūpakalapa, they are also, that means there is a nutriment born materiality. Nutriment born materiality, but that is also, there also, Oja is the Oja at the 8th position. So Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Vanna, Gandha, Rasa, Oja. Oja is the 8th. So therefore, name given in this way by the Buddha. So therefore, while practicing this I do, you can see 7 kind of different materiality, group of materiality. 7 kind of. But altogether, you can't count up. You can count up multiple Rupakalapa you can see. So therefore, that means uncountable. Those Rupakalapa you can count. So keep it in mind. But all Rupakalapa with, I mean, inside Rupa, or the inside I mean, 10 decades, the I decade Kalapa, you have 10 group of materiality, all 10 group of materiality, arise and passing away, rise and pass away, rise and pass away very, very quickly. In the same way, all Rupakalapa within which you have the ultimate materiality. So this ultimate materiality also, in the same way as Chakku Dasaka Kalapa, always rise and pass away, always rise and pass away very, very quickly. So you can see those things, but you still can do vipassana out of that, because this is the dukkha sachadam, or the suffering materiality aggregate only you are now discerning. Now this is not the points you to do the vipassana, but you can see all the materiality arise and pass away, rise and pass away. This is to discern in the object only. So when you practice sammasana jnana, or the knowledge of, that means we can say comprehension knowledge. So the third vipassana jnana, only you can practice vipassana. That means you can see the dukkha satchidhamma, or the noble truth of suffering phenomena, and take those noble truth of suffering phenomena like ido, eardo, and many kind of do, and then you have 32 parts of the body, 42 parts of the body, and internal and external, any kind of then you, those are the five object of dukkha satchidhamma, or the uh, noble truth of suffering aggregate. So but if you see this thing only, and if you do the vipassana, you can't enter into the nibbana, because only one such or the one truth of one noble truth, taking one noble truth as the object of vipassana, you can see the nibbana as the object to the magga jnana. But when you take the other object also, what is the other object? That is the samudaya satchidhamma, or the noble truth of noble truth of the cause of suffering. That means avijja, ignorance, and tanha, that is the craving, uh, upadana, that is the clinging, and then sankhara, that is the formation, and kammasati, that is the karmic power. So if you take those kind of thing uh, as the samudaya satchidhamma, or the cause of suffering, the phenomena for the cause of suffering, and that is the dependent origination. So this is the samudaya satya, the second noble truth. Second noble truth phenomena also object to the vipassana. So if you discern all the object of vipassana of dukkha satchidhamma and the samudaya satchidhamma, then only you can practice vipassana. So this is discerning of the object only to the Rūpakkhandha. Rūpakkhandha means that is the materiality aggregate. So keep it in mind, this is very, very important. So therefore, while practicing I do, you can see 7 different kind of group of materiality. So what is those group of materiality? What Buddha named as Rūpakalapa, or we can say in English subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. Okay. So this is the Sasambhara Chakku. Sasambhara Chakku means your eye translucency with the other constituent. So those are the what sasambhara chakku. Okay, let's see now sasambhara chakku. So therefore, this chakku, dasaka kalapa, you have eye translucency at the 10th position. At the 10th, as the 10th position, that means you this what is the chakku dasaka kalapa mean? Your patavi element or the earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, and the life faculty. Finally, you have eye translucency or eye sensitivity. So 10 kind of materiality. So now you need to focus your chakku dasaka kalapa and focus another kind of object. Another kind of object mean you can see seven kind of different group of materiality arise and pass away, and you can see the color of them, color or as a visible data, and then you focus any kind of color of any kind of Rupakalapa near them, and then that Rupakalapa color impinge in the what called the eye sensitivity. So you can see very clearly. So there arises chakku vinyana or the eye consciousness. So therefore, this is the visaya bhava. That means that is the object. The function is then the visible data are to be the object to the eye consciousness. So you can see very clearly. If you see this very clearly, you don't have any kind of doubt on the path. So because you are seeing now, therefore you can see not only one Rupa Kalapa, Chakku Dasaka Kalapa or the eye decade Kalapa, you can see multiple. So this is the field. Out of this field, only one eye consciousness, only one sensitivity, eye sensitivity gives the Chakku Vinyan. So therefore it is the Visaya Bhava. So in this way, try to understand that what is the Visaya Bhava, that means what is the object and what is the field. What is the object, what is the field. Okay, now let's move to our Attakatha. You can see eye, your muscular eye like that. All muscular eye, you can see group of Rupa Kalapa only. So keep it in mind, you can see like that eye, your eye like that in the muscular eye. But instead you can see the Rupa Kalapa or the subatomic particles. Okay, therefore, Gochara Pachupattana. Gochara means that it is manifested as field of that, field of the eye consciousness. Then what is the proximate cause? Its proximate cause is Chatumaha Bhuta Padattana. Proximate cause is four great elements. Four great elements are the what called the proximate cause. Proximate cause. Yatha chetam tata sabbani pi upada rupani. Yatha chetam yatha cha etam tata. That means all kinds of objective derived materiality, objective derived kind of materiality are the same manner of explanation. Are the same manner of explanation, like sota patihanana lakkana saddo, and then sota vinyana sa vise bhavaraso, tasseva gochara pachupattano, like that, same manner, same manner. Therefore, this Mahatira says that tata sabbani upada rupani yattapana viseso atte. Wherever you have a difference, then you have difference mean wherever there is a difference, so we shall point it out. We shall point it out. Viseso atte tatta vakkam. Tatta vakkam mean we shall point it out. Taidang nilang pitakanti adivasena aneka vidam. That means your object, now the visible data, this visible object anyway is of various kinds as blue, yellow, and so on. So many different kinds of object, but all are the visible data. So keep in mind, this is the explanation according to the Atthakatha. And actually, we don't need to go to the Tika to see this thing because you can understand very well. And now, what is the sound object? What is the sound object? So the next paragraph. Sota patihanana lakkano saddo. Sota patihanana lakkano saddo. That means Sota patihanana lakkano. That means the patihanana mean what is the meaning of patihanana? Striking, impinging. So therefore, sound has the characteristic of impinging on the ear sensitivity. Then only consciousness creates. So therefore, keep in mind this is the way. Then Sota Vinyanasa Vise Bhava Raso. Sota Vinyanasa Vise Bhava Raso mean, you know, here Rasa mean the function. Function is to be the object of ear consciousness. Ear consciousness. Sota Vinyanasa Vise Bhava Raso. Now Gochara. Taseva Gochara Pachupattano. Now you know what is the Gochara. Gochara is the field. Field. So you can see many kind of many kind multiple kind of year decade kalap. But that is the gochara, that in the field, only one decade kalapa catch the chakku, sota vinyana, or the ear consciousness. So therefore, the field, and then it doesn't say like what is the padattana or the proximate cause. So, but you know, Chatumahabhuta Padattana. In the same way in the Ido, Chatumahabhuta mean your favorite element in the same Rupa Kalapa. In the same Rupa Kalapa, those are the proximate cause. It says then, Beheri Saddo, Mudinga Saddoti Adina Naina Anekavido. This subject means the sound object, you have various kinds of as drum sound and then table sound, like that. Mudinga mean table. Beheri mean the drum, the big drum. And then Mudinga mean small drum, or we can say table. And then many different sound you have. Okay, let's move to see what is the Sasambhara Sota. Sasambhara Sota, or what is called ear sensitivity and its constituent. So this is the Sasambhara Sota. You can see your external ear and the middle ear and the internal ear. So within the internal ear, you can see your what called this. Please zoom in.
No.
So you have again 7 kind of different Rupa Kalapa there as a Sasambhara, and so there are so therefore you need to focus very deep into the ear, near brain. You need to focus, and you can see many different 7 kind of Rupa Kalapa. So what is that? What are they? Sota Dasaka Kalapa. That means ear decade Kalapa. And then Kaya Dasaka Kalapa, body decade Kalapa, those are the same. Mean you can distinguish very quickly. And Bahava Dasaka Kalapa, this Bahava mean sex decade Kalapa everywhere in the body. Like Kaya Dasakalapa also everywhere in the body, but Sota Dasakalapa only in the ear, internal ear. Then you have Jivita Navaga Kalapa, life nonad Kalapa, then Chitta Jojatamaga Kalapa, then mind born, octad materiality, and then Utuja Ojatama Kalapa, temperature bound, octad materiality, and then Aharaja Ojatamaga Kalapa, that means that is the nutriment born materiality. So how many altogether? You have 7 kind of materiality, different 7 kind of, but you can when you focus your ear, you can see uncountable Rupakalapa. Uncountable Rupakalapa. Among them, you need to understand this is the Sota Dasakalapa, this is the Kaya Dasakalapa, this is the Bhava Dasakalapa. So this is the arising Panya or the arising wisdom in you. So this is the true wisdom according to the Buddha's teaching. Okay, so this is the ear. Here, ear translucency with its constituent. That is the Sasambhara mean. Let's move to the Atthakatha. Then the Gahana, or what called nose sensitivity and nose Sasambhara Gahana. Okay, before that let's move to the before that let's go to the Atthakatha, and then only we can go. So Atthakatha says, Atthakatha means the Visuddhimagga Atthakatha, and then there is the commentary. So commentary says, Gahana Patihanana Lakkano Gandho Gahana Vinyanas Visebhava Raso Tasseva Gochara Pachapattano. But you need to add Chatumaha Bhuta Padattano. It has not mentioned here though. Mula Gandho Sara Gandho Ti Adina Nayana Anek Vidho. Now what is the Gahana Patihanana Lakkana Gandho. Now Gandho means the flavor, sorry, odor or the smell. Characteristic of odor is the impinging on the what called nose sensitivity. Nose sensitivity. That is the characteristic. And so Gahana Vinyanasa Visebhava Raso, then the flavor or the smell is to be the object to the nose sensitivity. Sorry, nose consciousness. Right? Nose consciousness. And then there arises consciousness, but that is the object. Smell is the object, and smell strikes to the nose sensitivity, and there arises your nose consciousness with the object. What is the object? Object is the smell. Object object is the middle or the core, and then your mentality. That means your this consciousness of nose consciousness and the relevant other kind of chetasika or the mental factor. So they set up around of the object. So you can see very clearly, they're very clearly mean, you can see as the consciousness as a brilliant, bright thing, right? Brilliant and bright thing, taking the object in the center, and then you can see the other mentality, that means the consciousness and the mental factor. Okay. And then Tasseva Gochara Pachupattano, you can see multiple kind of ear sensitivity, and then that is the field. But even though you have kind of field, that means you have broad field, but only one decade kalapa. This is the nose decade kalapa takes the there arises your nose consciousness. So it gives the field, but arises only one place. Okay, so mulagandho, saragandho, tiadina naina aneka vido. Now you know mulagandha means the odor or the smell. Uh, it's of various kinds, as fruit odor and then hardwood odor like that. Sara means the hardwood. Uh, that means root odor, hardwood odor, kind of various kind you have the and then flower odor like that, right? So on mean that's the mean. So this is the third object, third relevant object, and then fourth object. Okay, let's move to uh, the sasambahara gana. Sasambahara gana means the nose sensitivity and its constituent. Okay, there are also seven kind of constituent. You have seven kind of different kind of Rupakalapa. So you know now here when you have nose base and the nostril, and in the base uh, near to the brain, you need to focus. So then only you can see this kind of seven group of materiality always arise, always pass away. So you can see. And then you need to understand, or you need to focus what is the Gahana Dasaka Kalapa, or what is the um, nose decade Kalapa. And then you have Kaya Dasaka Kalapa, body decade Kalapa, and you have Bhava Dasaka Kalapa, that means sex decade Kalapa. If you are a female, you have female sex decade kalapa. If you are a male, then you have male sex decade kalapa, like that. And jivita navaka kalapa. Jivita navaka kalapa means jivita indriya. You have jivita indriya as a ninth position. For example, Pathavi apo tejo vayo 4, Vanna gandha rasa oja 8, and jivita indriya life faculty. Life faculty at the eighth position. Sorry, ninth position. Then jivita navaka, ninth position. And then as usual, as in common with the other door, you have chitta jojatama kalapa, utu jojatama kalapa, and the ahara jojatama kalapa. That means mind born materiality, then temperature born materiality, nutriment born materiality. All are having their 8th position as neutral to essence. Everything you need to discern. Every Rupakalapa you need to discern. Then only you can enter into the Nibbana while you are practicing Vipassana. Okay, this is the Sasambara Gahana, or the nose sensitivity plus its constituent. So you need to focus very, very deep along your nostril, and then nostril canal you focus deep inside near to the brain. That means border of the brain and the base of the nose. Okay, now go to our Takatha. Let's move to our Takatha. And the flavor or the taste. Taste. So Jivha Patihanan Lakano Raso. That means the flavor has the characteristic of impinging on the tongue, Jivha Patihanana, tongue sensitivity, right? Tongue sensitivity. So there's a Jivha Patihanana Lakana. Patihana means impinging, striking, like that. And now what is the rasa uh, or the what called the function? So Jivha Vinyanas Visaya Bhava Raso. Now you can see two kinds of rasa. The first one, Jivha Patihanana Lakano Raso, then that rasa is the object, right? Now, Vinyanas Visaya Bhava Raso means this is the function here. Try to understand. This rasa is the second sentence, rasa is different, the meaning. And the first sentence, rasa is the different. The first sentence, rasa is the object, taste. And the second sentence, the rasa is the function. Okay, jiva vinyanas visaya bhava raso. Now, what is the explanation? The function, its function is to be the object of uh, tongue sensitivity. Tongue sensitivity. And then taseva gochara pachupattano. If you focus your tongue through the light of wisdom, and after having done the 4 element meditation, I mean, and you can see when you focus your surface of the tongue and deep inside the tongue, usually the surface of the tongue, you can see the taste bud, and then taste bud, all the taste bud become rupakalapa. You can see the tongue very quickly. Tongue, you can see tongue, but muscular tongue become very quickly rupakalapa because of the power of your 4 element meditation. That's the meaning. So now taseva gochara pachupattano. You can see uncountable what called the tongue decade kalapa, and tongue decade kalapa, body decade kalapa, and then sex decade kalapa, and your life non-ad kalapa, and then mind-born materiality, temperature-born materiality, and then nutriment-born materiality, 7 kind of different materiality group. So out of that, one kind of materiality group, that means including the uh, tongue sensitivity, there are you have multiple. So therefore, that is the gochar or the field. So it gives the field in this way, and there are also only one place that arises your tongue consciousness. Therefore, it is the gochar. So many things you need to understand. That means what is the Visaya, what is the Gochara. Sometimes Buddha says some Dhammadesana, Visaya is the field, not the object. But here, according to this lesson, Visaya is the object, Gochara is the field. So here also, then what is the Padattana? Chatu Mahabhuta Padattana. There it is not mentioned. Mula Raso Khandha Rasoti. Rasoti Adina Nayana Anika Vido. Here also root taste, and then Khandha. Khandha mean the trunk taste, like that. Many different kinds of various kind of taste or the flavor you have. So let's move to the what called flavor or the tongue. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sheetal. Now you can see the tongue. You have actually this tongue, surface of the tongue, uh, you have many different kind of taste buds. So you need to focus these taste buds, and then you can see 7 different kind of rupa kalapa. So what are they? Sasambhara juha. That means juha, what called the tongue sensitivity plus other constituents. So what are they? Jivha Dasaka Kalapa. The first one is Jivha Dasaka Kalapa, tongue decade Kalapa. And then Kaya Dasaka Kalapa, body decade Kalapa, sex decade Kalapa, Bhava Dasaka Kalapa. And then Jivita Navaka Kalapa, life non-net Kalapa. And then Chitta Jojatama Kalapa, uh, mind-born materiality, nutritive essence as the 8th position, and then Utuja Ojatama Kalapa, temperature born materiality, nutritive essence at the 8th, and then Aharaja Ojatama Kalapa, nutriment, nutriment after materiality, nutritive essence at the 8th position. Like that, you have 7 kind of different group of Rupa Kalapa. So all Rupa Kalapa you need to discern, and then you can see all Rupa Kalapa within which you can see sometimes 9 group of materiality, sometimes 10 group of materiality, sometimes 8, but those all materiality arise and pass away, very, very quickly. So they, but I told you, this is not the place you need to do the vipassana inside meditation. Right? This is the discerning of the object of vipassana. Okay, so let's move to number 438 then. So now, okay, but you need to here not mention the body decade kalapa, but let's move to the more to see the body decade kalapa also. The if you have some kind of slide, you can show it. Okay, so but the book doesn't say it because why? Uh, if you can, if you go to the left side of the slide, you can see kaya, that is the skin, the skin and the inside, and that means superficial as well as the deep inside and in the middle. Everywhere you have this kaya, or the um, what called the sasambhara kaya, or body sensitivity plus its constituents. So you have 6 kind of all. What are they? Kaya Dasaka Kalapa, or the body decade Kalapa, and then Bhava Dasaka Kalapa, that is the sex decade Kalapa, Jivita Navaka Kalapa, those are the life nonad Kalapa, and then Chitta Jojatama Kalapa, Utu Jojatama Kalapa, and the Ahara Jojatama Kalapa. That means mind born materiality, say, then temperature born materiality, and nutriment born materiality. You can see all constituents. So that is the Sasambhara. So now, uh, actually, what is the object? Object is the tangible. Tangibles are the object. So that this tangible, usually you have Patavi element as a tangible. That means the Patavi element means the earth element as the tangible object. And then sometimes the fire element as the tangible object, and sometimes wind element as the tangible object, but never water element as the tangible object to the kaya do, or kaya, or the body sensitivity. Apo, or the water element you can see as the object of, as like a tangible. So keep it mind, those are these the body conscious, body translucency plus its constituents. Sasambhara kaya. Okay, let's move to the next paragraph in the Atthakatha. Okay, thank you. Now let's move number 438. So now Ithindriya. Ithindriya means the faculty of femininity, and then faculty of masculinity, like thing you're gonna study, you're gonna learn. Now, what is the Lakkhana Rasa Pachupatana Padatana of the Ithindriya? Or what is the characteristic function, manifestation, and the proximate cause for the um, faculty of femininity? Itti Bhava Lakkhanam Ithindriyam. What is the Itti Bhava Lakkhanam mean? So that means the nature of the female sex is the characteristic. Itti Bhava means nature of the female sex is the characteristic. Ittiti pakasana rasan. Pakasana means show. So its function is to show that this is a female, like that. This is a female, like that. Pakasana. Ittiti pakasana rasan. That is the function. Right? So then again, the nature of the female sex is the characteristic, and then its function is to show that this is a female. That is the function. And then ittilinga nimitta kutta kappanam karana bhava pachupattana. itti linga, itti nimitta, itti kutta, itti kappa, karana bhava pachupattana. Like that, you need to take the meaning. But altogether, this term compounded. The ittilinga nimitta kutta kappanam karana bhava pachupattana. What is the manifestation to your mind? While practicing this, focusing the sex decade kalapa as a female sex decade kalapa. So you, what is the function? Sorry, pachupattana. How manifest to the mind? It is manifest as the reason for. Karana bhava mean as the reason for. Pachupattana mean it is manifested. Karana bhava as a reason for. Ittilinga. Then here, what is the ittilinga mean? Itti, the mark of female sex, the mark of female sex, the ittilinga, that in the mark, and the nimitta, the sign of the female sex, and kutta, nimitta, kutta, itti kutta, right? Itti kutta mean the behavior of the female, and then kappa mean, so you know now what is the linga mean the mark, and nimitta mean the sign, and what is the kutta? It is the behavior, and then other one is the kappa. Kappa. It become with the case it become kappanam, but you need to understand itti linga, itti linganang, itti nimittanang, itti kuttanang, itti kappanang karana bhava, like that. That is the full sentence, but here shorter. And what is the kappa mean? The way of female, right? The way of female. That is the kappa, the way of female. So that, then you can understand, oh, this materiality. If you see those things in the decade kalapa, oh, that is the sex decade kalapa, but female sex decade kalapa. So this is actually very interesting while practicing this meditation. So therefore, no any boring, because you know Buddha's teaching, no any boring in one single point. Okay, so this is the manifestation, and then here it doesn't mention what are the proximate cause. What is the proximate cause? What would be the proximate cause? So proximate cause, you know, within one Rupakalapa only we are talking about. So therefore, this sex decade Kalapa also within the Patavi element, or within the Apo element, but within the fire element, and within the wind element. So therefore, what is the proximate cause? So proximate cause is the four element, four great elements. Therefore, if it is common, usually doesn't mention. Okay, so we can see then Purisindri, faculty of masculinity. What is the Purisindriya? The same way. Purisa Bhavalakhanam, that means the nature of the male sex is the characteristic, and then it Purisoti Pakasana Rasam. It is a function is to show that this is a male like. This is the function. And Purisalinga Nimitta Kutta Kappanang Karana Bhava Pachupatthanam. Purisalinga Nimitta Kutta Kappanang Karana Bhava Pachupatthanam. Like that, you need to take the meaning. That means Purisalinga, Purisa Nimit, Purisa Linganam, Purisa Nimittanam, Purisa Kuttanam, Purisa Kappanam Karana Bhava Pachupatthanam. Like that, if you take the meaning in this way, that means that that means, you know, it is manifested as the reason for the mark, sign, and the behavior, and the way of the male, kappa, kappana. Kappa means that the way of the male, that is the manifestation. Manifestation. Okay. Now, let's move to the other sentence. Tadubhayampi kaya pasadovya sakala sarirang vyapakameva nacha kaya pasadena tito kase titantiva attito kase titantivati vattabang apajjati. Rupa rasadevya anyamanyan sankronati. What is the meaning? I'll explain. So here, if you see your sex decade kalapa while practicing this meditation, you can see all over the body your sex decade kalapa, all over the body, like body decade kalapa. Because why? As a male, male mark, male sign, and the male behavior and the male, the way of male like thing everywhere in the body. So this sex materiality also everywhere in the body, even in the eye, even in the ear, even in the brain, and wherever you can see this thing in the body. Okay, therefore it says tadubhyampi kaya pasadovya sakala sarirang vyapakameva. So both of them. So therefore both of them in this female sex materiality or the faculty of masculinity and faculty of femininity um, uh, keep spreading all over the body, in the whole body, the whole body. So like body sensitivity also, body decade kalapa also, wherever you can see your body decade kalapa. That's why body decade kalapa also very brilliant, bright and radiant, and your in the eye decade kalapa also same like that. So then you need to some method to distinguish. So that's the case. Therefore, all over the body you can see this body decade kalapa and the sex decade kalapa. So, for example, sometimes female nails are different with the male. So, female sex decade kalapa. So, therefore, everywhere in the body, sex decade kalapa also everywhere in the body. Keep it mind in all over the body like that. So, vyapakameva means spread. Vyapeti means spreading. It spreads. Vyapeti. The vyapaka mean that is the mean noun comes like that. So spreading all over the body. And nacha kaya pasadena titokase titantiva attitokase titantivati vattabang apajyati. That means um, uh, like here it does not come na apajyati. Nacha kaya pasadena titokase titanti va attitokase titanti va vattabang. Now you need to take that the initial na to here na apajyati. Na apajyati mean it doesn't come. It doesn't come. The kind of things have to be called either located in the space where body sensitive is located, or located in the place where that is not located. That means everywhere. That is the meaning there. That means wherever the body expands, this sex materiality also everywhere in the body. Rupa rasadevi anyamanya sankaronati. Sankara means mixing. So sankara means the mixing. So therefore rupa rasadevi, rupa means the what called the visible data, and rasa means the taste, right? You can see every rupakalapa color one. So that is the visible data. So one gandha rasa, gandha means the odor, and the flavor rasa. Like that, you can see within one rupakalapa with the patavi apo tejo vayo, like one gandha rasa oja. So here it explained rupa rasa devi anyamanya sankaronati. Now within one rupakalapa, you can see mixing of the color odor, flavor, like that. But no mixing at all in the case of Bahava Dasaka Kalapa or the sex decade Kalapa. So you cannot see mixing with the other Rupa Kalapa. That means sex decade Kalapa are separate with the other decade Kalapa. That you need to understand. Here it explained like that. Uh, so therefore it says, but there are no any mixing like color, odor, flavor in the same Rupakalapa, because these are different Rupakalapas. Body sensitivity exists in the body decade Kalapa, and sex faculty exists in the sex decade Kalapa. So no any mixing. Okay, now let's move to now let's see some important point in the sex decade Kalapa in the Tika. Sometimes we may find it we we may find some important point. So in the Tika, if you see uh, like here, this is very important. Everything that means uh, everything you can understand within the Attakatha, but sometimes you may understand that okay, then what happened to the uh, hermaphrodite? Hermaphrodite. So it explained in the Attakatha according to the Yamaka book. Yamaka book mean Yamaka book mean what you call this is the Abhidhamma book. So you can see Yama 3 Indriya Yamaka 188 like thing. So you can highlight that so the people can understand. Yeah, that is the place. Okay, what it explained in according to the Yamaka mean the Abhidhamma book. Yamaka mean the pair. So this is one pair. It is in the Indriya Yamaka. Indriya mean faculty. Pair of faculty 188. If you need to know that, let's go there. But before that, you need to understand one thing. That means here uh, it explained Taidang. You go to the above Taidang Doyang Yasma Ekasmin Santane Saha Na Pavattati. It says these two faculties does not exist in one continuity of being. One continuity of being does not exist. Yassa ittindriyang uppajjati tassa purisindriyang uppajjati iti noti adi. This is according to the Yamaka Vachanato tasma ubato banjanakassapi ekasmin khane ekameva hoti iti veditabam. What is the explanation there? It explained in this way. Yassa ittindriyang uppajjati tassa purisindriyang uppajjati iti. That means does the faculty of femininity arise in one in whom the faculty of masculinity arise? Like that question. Usually the Yamaka, you have many questions by the Buddha and give the answer also. So then here explain, does the faculty of femininity arise in one in whom the faculty of masculinity arises? But the answer is no. No any reason. No mean no, right? And then I saw in the okay, let's move to the Yamaka Bidhamma Pitaka and then go to the Yamaka Pali. Yamaka Pali. Open Yamaka Pali and then go to the Indriya Yamaka. Indriya Yamaka is then 10th. Yeah. So open Indriya Yamaka and then go towards Suddindriya Mula Chakkavaro. You can see 188 in the case of this is the Yamaka. Yamaka means the pairs. Now you can see the first pair. Yassa itindriyang upajjati tassa purusindriyang upajjati. It's a question by the Buddha. Yeah. Yassa itindriyang upajjati tassa purusindriyang upajjati. No. Buddha says no. So then the second one, yasavapana purisindriya. So therefore, yasavapana purisindriyang upajjati tassa itindriyang upajjati iti. So this is the pair. The one pair. So that is the yamaka, meaning of yamaka. This is the pair of question, usually pair of explanation Buddha mentioned in this yamaka with the whole thing. All thing mean that mean the five aggregate and then 12 group of bases and then dhatu or the 18 elements like that everywhere Buddha explained here in this Dhamma talk of Abhidhamma. As you know, this is the way. This is the the yamaka. Yamaka mean yugala. Yugala mean the pairs. Yamaka mean the pairs. So, okay. So here it explained in this way. Yassa itindriyang upajjati, tassa purusindriyang upajjati iti. That means this is the person, about person Buddha says in this way, does the yassa itindriyang upajjati, does the faculty of femininity arise in one in whom then it says tassa purisindriyang upajjati iti. Then now question, that means in whom the faculty of masculinity arises. Masculinity arises. Then Buddha given the example, given the answer, no, right? No. That is the Pali norm in English also no. Okay. So no. And then again, another question. Yasavapana purisindriyang upajjati, tassa itindriyang upajjati iti. Again, no. That means, does the faculty of masculinity arise in one in whom the faculty of femininity arises? No. Right? That means only one sex materiality within one. That in that way you need to understand. So therefore, what happened to the hermaphrodite? So that means there also one sex materiality arises in him or her like that. Okay, so let's move to there. So then this is very important, but this is the Abhidhamma. Buddha all mentioned in the Abhidhamma, but this is very difficult to understand to the people. But that means this not only that, it goes with very detail. So therefore, according to the Abhidhamma, only Buddha take the Dhammadesana. That means Sutta. Let's move to the Atthakatha again. Okay, so then therefore you need to understand that everything there in the Tipitaka. Everything there in the Tipitaka. Now it says here, Yasa itindriyang upajjati, tassa purusindriyang upajjati iti. No, Adina 9. That means, does the faculty of femininity arise in one in whom the faculty of masculinity arises? No. The answer is no. Vachanato tasma ubato byanjanakasapi. Ubato byanjanaka means hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite is the ubato byanjanaka. So ekasmin kane ekameva hoti iti veditabang. So therefore Mahatika says now, even in a hermaphrodite, there is only one of them at the given moment. At the given moment, ekasmin kane means at the given moment. So only one. No both. No both. Okay. So this is very important. So other thing we can understand, you can understand very easily. So let's move to Jivitindriya. If you have time, yeah, we have time. So Jivitindriya. What is Jivitindriya? That means that is the life faculty. Life faculty. So what explanations in life faculty? You need to understand this life faculty. Life faculty means within Rūpakkhandhakathā, karma born materiality. like your sex decade kalapa, eye decade kalapa, ear decade kalapa, nose decade kalapa, and tongue decade kalapa, body decade kalapa, and even life nonad kalapa. You have jivitindri or the life faculty. Other kalapas, you do not see life faculty. For example, mind-born materiality, you can see life faculty like that. Temperature bond and the nutrient bond also same, no life faculty. But only in the again heart decade kalap also you have life faculty. So that means this life faculty is risen with the karma, with the karma. So every materiality, when Buddha says like that, you need to understand that they are never arise alone. They are never arising alone. Always arise with the group. So Buddha told Jivitindriya, then you need to understand that sometimes decade kalapa, sometimes nonad kalapa, like that. So decade kalapa also, life is given by this life faculty, and the nonad kalapa or the nine group of materiality also, who gives the life, life faculty gives the life. So keep in mind that means it maintains the life in the same rupa kalapa, same rupa kalapa. It doesn't give the life to the other rupa kalapa. Within one's own rupa kalapa only, it gives the life. So like that. So therefore, it says in 439, you can see 439, life faculty, sahajata rupanu palana lakkanan jivitindriyan. Jivitindriya, that means you have jivitindriya in the karma bond materiality, and karma bond materiality. So therefore, what is the lakkana or the characteristic? Sahaja rupanu palana. Sahaja rupa means the associated materiality within same rupa kalapa, and then anupalana. Anupalana means it commands like that. It maintains, it commands, it gives the life, it makes the life of them like that. So jivitindriyan. So then what is the characteristic? It has the characteristic of maintaining the coexistent materiality within same rupa kalapa, within same rupa kalapa. That is the characteristic. And then tesam pavattana rasam. Pavattana means make exist. It may the tesam means the coexisting materiality. So that means the uh, uh, I'll give example before that. That means in the I decade kalapa. So I decade kalapa. You have Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, One, Gandha, Rasa, Oja, Jivitindriya, and I sensitivity as a 10, group of 10. Now, who gives the, what gives the, who, or what gives the, what does give some kind of life to the, this kind of 10 kind of group of materiality? Life faculty gives the life. So in this way, you need to understand. So therefore, its function is to make them exist, make them occur. The function is to make them exist. So pavattana means make them exist. That is the rasa. Rasa means the function. And tesanyeva tapana pachupattana. Tesang means the coexistent materiality. So the coexistent materiality tapana, what is the manifestation? It is manifested as tapana mean establish. So the other coexistent materiality, it established the other coexistent materiality. So you can see that thing very clearly. That is the, so therefore that is the what called the manifestation. Manifestation. So in this way you need to understand. So you have So therefore, it is manifested in the establishing of their presence. That is the tapana. Tesanyeva tapana pachupatana. Yapai tabba bhuta padatana. Now, what is the proximate cause? Proximate cause is yapai tabba bhuta. Bhuta means, Mahabhuta, four great element. So, this also with, it gives the rooms by the four great elements. So, therefore, four great elements are the proximate cause. Yapai tabba. Yapai tabba means for its proximate cause is four great element that are to be sustained. Yapai tabba mean to be sustained, should be sustained like that. Yapai tabba. So therefore, keep it in mind. Again, I will tell what is the characteristic. It maintains the coexistent materiality within same Rupakalapa, and then Tesam Pavatan Rasan, it make exist the other coexistent materiality, and then Tesanyeva Tapana, it established the other coexistent materiality, and what is the proximate cause? The four great elements that are to be sustained. Then Santepicha Anupalana Lakkanadimhi Vidhane Attikhanayeva Tang Sahajarupatni Anupaleti Udakangvya Uppaladini. Now it says, now you know what is the characteristic. Although when there appears a command of maintaining and the like characteristic, it maintains the coexistent materiality in the very standing phase of the Rūpakalapa. Standing phase of the Rūpakalapa, within same Rūpakalapa. Standing phase of the Rūpakalapa. Attikhanayeva. Attikhanayeva means at the standing phase. The standing phase. Sahaja Rupa Anupalati. Sahaja Rupa means coexistent materiality. It Anupalati means it maintains. Udakangvya Uppaladini. Uppala means, the lotus-like thing. Lotus-like thing within the water, like pond or somewhere. You can now Udaka or the water maintains the other kind of flower and the grasses and the thing like. So therefore, it gives the life to the grasses and to the flowers. In the same way, you need to understand this life faculty. Yatha sakham pachupanne picha dhamme paleti dahativya kumaranga. Again, another kind of explanation has been given here. So yatha sakancha, you need to understand in this way. Yatha sakancha pachupannepi dhammecha paleti dahativya kumarang. That means it is just as dahati mean, this is the breastfeeding mother or wet nurse. So it is just as wet nurse does to the baby friends. And yatha sakancha paleti pachupannecha dhamme paleti, and it maintains the phenomena of one's own, and in a single Rupakalapa, one's own mean in the single Rupakalapa, and the phenomena connected with the condition, as well as one's own phenomena of one's own and connected with the condition. So anything it can if it has in one Rupakalapa, whether those are coming from the from the condition, and within the same Rupakalapa, one's own materiality, it maintains. So in this way, you need to understand this life faculty. But while practicing life faculty, you can see this gives the life, right? This gives the life. So in this way. And again, another kind of thing, another kind of explanation. Sayang pavatti dhamma sambandhineva cha pavattati niyamako viya. Niyamaka mean, this is niyamaka mean like we can say niyamaka mean commander, regulator, and what called the ship captain, and then pilot, like all are niyamaka, right? That means regulator. So it explained in this way: the life faculty exists only saka yatha sakam cha pachupanne pi dhamme cha paleti. Sorry. Sayang pavatti dhamma sambandheneva cha pavatti niyamako viya. Sayang pavatti dhamma sambandheneva cha pavattati niyamako viya. That means, like a regulator, uh, it occurs only with the material phenomena connected by uh, one's own maintenance power. Pavatti dhamma sambandhineva, one's own maintenance power, like a regulator. Yeah, that's the explanation, right? That means it occurs only with the material phenomena connected by one's own maintenance power, like a regulator. Na bhangato uddam pavattati. Na bhangato uddam pavattati mean it is always in the standing phase of the materiality, and it doesn't exist. It no longer exists after the dissolution phase. So that's the meaning. Dissolution phase. That means if it dissolute, then no life faculty. Then there arise another Rupakalapa. There, according to the kamic power, there arises life faculty within the Rupakalapa connected with the life faculty. Attanocha pavattai tabbanancha abhava. The reason is attanocha pavattai tabbanancha abhava. So that means life faculty, attano means life faculty itself, and pavattai tabbanancha abhava. That means life faculty itself and the coexistent materiality that should be maintained by the life faculty. After the dissolution phase, they are not arisen. That's the meaning. Not arisen. Na bhangakkane tapheti sayang binjamanatta. Na bhangakkane tapheti. That means in the dissolution phase, you can find out this life faculty. Sayang binjamanatta. It is breaking down by itself. That means according to the common. Kiya manovya vatti seneho deepa sikhang. That means it's like a flame of the oil lamp while getting used up the oil. Nacha anupalana pavattana tapana pavattana tapananubhava virahitan. That means actually this life faculty you have many different things. That mean many different things mean it must not be regarded as anubhava virahitang, tapana anubhava virahitang. That means tapana mean the establish. So okay, anupalana virahitang, pavattana virahitang, tapana anu. Hindi say anupalana anubhava virahitang, pavattana anubhava virahitang, tapana anubhava virahitang. Like that, you need to take the meaning. So therefore, it must not be regarded as uh, destitute of power to maintain, destitute of make to occur, and destitute of make establish, like that, cause it does accomplish each of these four things. Each of these four things mean maintenance, and then maintenance, occurrence, and the establishment kind of thing. uh, uh, Actually, it does, right? It does the accomplish of those things. Yatha Vuttakkane tassa sadhanoti dattabbam. You should know that Yatha Vuttakkane mean at the standing phase. So because in the standing phase, the life faculty arises, and then when the Bhangakkana or the dissolution phase, no life faculty you can see. You can see no life faculty in the dissolution phase. So Yatha Vuttakkane mean in the standing phase of the Rupakalapa, it does accomplish each of those four things. Each of those four things mean Anupalana, Pavattana, Tapana, so on thing. Okay, this is the explanation of Jivitindriya or the life faculty. So, but if we go to the Tika, if we have time, we can go to the Tika, and what Tika says in the life faculty. Mahatika, you can see Mahatika 139. Little description there. Let's move. Right? Sahajata Rupanu Palana Lakhananti Attana Sahajata Rupanang Anupalana Lakhanang. What is the now they are explained in the Attakatha. Life faculty has the characteristic of maintaining of the associated materiality or the coexistence materiality arises simultaneously with the life faculty, like that. So that means the characteristic of maintaining simultaneously arisen other materialities within the same group kalapa. That's the that you need to understand. Jivitindriyas ekanta kammajanta sahaja sahaja gahane neva Anupalana tabbanampi kammaja bhavo siddhoti kammaja gahanam na katam. In the case of Jivitindriya or the life faculty, uh, you can't see life faculty alone. You can see the life faculty with the other coexistent materiality. Like for example, in the Chakku Dasaka Kalapa, I decade Kalapa, you have Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo, Vanna Gandha Rasa Oja, Jivitindriya, and Jivitindriya, and the life faculty, Jivitindriya, and the Chakku Pasadarupa. Chakku Pasadarupa. So now, uh, uh, if Buddha says that life faculty is karma born, then Buddha doesn't need to say that the other coexistence also karma born, like that. So therefore here karma to the life faculty, it says in this way. That means to the life faculty, uh, Jivitindriyasa ekanta kammajatta, that means the life faculty is entirely karma born itself, entirely karma born by taking the associated materiality also. Those are sahaja gahana. Sahaja gahana means the materiality simultaneously arisen. So now uh, um, kammaja bhava siddha hoti. That means the anupale tabbanampi kammaja bhava siddha hoti. That means the whatever the maintaining materiality, whatever the materiality to be maintained by the life faculty, now the sahaja gahaneva, now it is established now. The kamma born like word, it is established. So therefore here it doesn't apply like the word like a kamma word to them, not included, not included. That explains. So kammaja gahanam na kata. That means whenever Buddha says to the karma born to the one materiality, the other coexistent materiality also karma born. Like that, you need to take the meaning. And if the Buddha says that those are arisen with the mind, that means no any karma there to as a condition. So therefore, no life faculty and no need to say those are no need to say the comma word there, like that. Then it says in this way, yatha sakang kanamattattainopi kammajarupasa pavatti hetu bhavena tang anupalakam. Tasma sahaja rupanu lakkana. And now it explained in this way. Yatha sakang mean yatha sakang mean actually that is the adverb that is the each its own, like that. Yatha saka mean, oh, we can say according to one's ownership, like that. So here yatha balang mean in accordance with the power, or according to one's power. So like that. Here also yatha sakang. Yatha sakang khana mattattainopi kammajarupassa pavatetu bhavena tang anupalakam tasma sahajata rupanupalana lakkanam. That means even though rest of all materiality in the same Rupakalapa, I mean, are only lasting for one movement, kana mattattaino, or only lasting for one movement, according to the life faculty's ownership, yata sakam, it is a maintenance materiality. It is a maintenance materiality because of the occurrence of the condition for karma born materiality, occurrence of karma born. So, that means in the life faculty and the coexistence materiality of the same kalapa, all are karma born. In this way, you need to understand. Nahi kamma janam nahi kamma janam kammang yeva titi hetu bhavitin arahati aharadinam aharadi viya. Now again say in this way, indeed for the karma born materiality, karma alone is not the cause, right? Karma alone is not worthy of na arahati. To exist as a condition for the standing phase, like the other materialities of the nutriment born, so on. So that means the karma only not the cause. Karma only. Pure karma is not the cause. That means some another kind of conditions also there. For example, um, let's say that this you have in this way. you have in the Patthana Pakarana or the Patthana book, many different conditions apply to one thing, one materiality or one mentality. Many different things we can apply as a condition. So in this also, not only come the other also. For example, another kind of like mm, uh, for example, in this way, let's say uh, when the in the five-dome mental process, right? Five-dome mental process, you have uh, five-dome mental, sorry, what called the Panchadwara Vajjana mind movement. That means um, Fido adverting consciousness, and then there arises I consciousness in the Ido. But breaking down of the Fido adverting consciousness, only the breaking down of Fido adverting consciousness is the cause or the condition to arise the Chakku Vijnana or the I consciousness there. That means absence of that Fido adverting consciousness. That means the absence condition, right? Absence condition is the cause to arise I consciousness. Like that, many things according to the Patthana book you have you need to know. But in the near future, I mean, not now. But now you can understand in this way, come along is the not the cause, but why? The reason is come along is not the cause. King karna. Why? What is the reason? Tankana bhavato. Tankana abhavato. That means uh, cause it is no longer existent at that moment. No longer exists because it break down, right? It break down. So again, according to the karma, mainly it arises, but again, but many other causes also, condition also. But we actually know here in while practicing this meditation, we don't need to go to the patthana or the conditions to study, because only dependent origination we need to attain nibbana. No need to patthana to attain nibbana. But here explain little thing, but that is the explanation. Therefore, they also not gonna explain much more. Tankana bhavato, that means cause it is no longer existent at that moment. That is the reason. Okay, now tesanti sahajat rupang, then tesam pavatan rasang, like thing they are explained. Teta mean the coexistent materiality. Pavatanang mean yapanang. Pavatana mean make to occur. Tapanang titi hetuta. Tapanang mean establish. The cause is titi. The establish mean titi mean the standing face. අත්තන අනුපාලන වශයෙන් යාපයි තබ්බාති පවත්තේ තබ්බාති භූතානි ඒතස්ස පදට්ඨානන්ති යාපයි තබ්බ භූත පදට්ඨානං. What is the meaning of yapai tabba bhuta mean? Uh, this life faculty maintains, and this life faculty uh, make cause to make occur this kind of uh, thing, because yape tabbati pavatte tabbati bhutati now, but to the life faculty also need rooms to exist. That rooms gives by the four element. So therefore yape tabba bhuta padatana, that means it is sustained by four element. Therefore it says in this way, අනුපාලන ලක්ෂණාදීන් හීති ආදි සද්දේන පවත්තන රසාදීමේව සංඝාති. Here anupalana lakkana adi means so on. Anupalana lakkana, the characteristic of maintaining so on. So on mean the function pavattana rasa, that means the making occur it has a function of making occur of the other coexistent materiality kind of thing. That means rasa, pachupatana, padatana also you need to take. Atikhane yevati. What is the atikhana mean? Atikhana mean the standing face, right? Standing face of the materiality. Anupale tabbanang atikhane yeva asati anupale tabbe uppala king udakang anupaleya. Okay. Atikhane yeva mean like, you know, when the water is there, then you can have sometimes you can have lotuses and the grasses kind of thing. In the same way, you need to understand the thing, but this thing mean in the standing face mean in the titi face. यदि कम्मजानन तिथि हेतु मंत्रेण तिथि न होती जीवितेन्द्रियस्य को तिथि हेतु आदि तिथि हेतु आह सयन्ति. Okay, let's move to the next thing. Next thing mean let's move to tassa anupalanadikassa sadhanato. What is the meaning? Tassa anupalanadikassa sadhanato. Sadhana mean accomplishment, right? Accomplishment. That means because it does accomplish each of these four things, like maintaining the other materiality, and then gives the making occur to the other materiality, and then establishment of the other materiality, like thing, because it accomplish everything. What is the meaning? Tang sadhanancha जीवित जीवमानता विशेषस्य पच्चय भावतो. That means this life faculty tang sadhanancha. Tang sadhana means uh, pacche bhavato, because this life faculty uh, uh, it does so because it is a condition for distinguishing. That means jivamanata visesasya pache bhavato. And then sadhanancha pache bhavato. Tan sadhanancha pache bhavato jivamanata visesasya pache bhavato. That means, this life faculty distinguish what is the living in the Rupakalapa and the accomplishment of. That is the meaning. Again, it says in this way, Indriya Baddha Rupasahi Matarupo Kammajasa Tadanu Bandha Rupasacha Utu Samittanadito Jivitindriyako Viseso. Again, it says this life faculty, it the materiality bound up with the faculty. Indriya Baddha means the life faculty bound up with the faculties. For example, eye decade kalapa is the one faculty, right? And then ear decade kalapa is one faculty, like that. So that means there arises some consciousness. So that what is called faculty. So, but this faculty, indriya baddha rupasahi matarupoto kammajasa. That means in the case of kamma born materiality that is connected or bound up with the faculty, and now this life faculty distinguishes from the matarupato, from the dead materiality, because in the dead materiality you don't have kind of life faculty. And again it says, Tadanu bandhasacha utu samuttanadito jiviti indriyakato viseso. Then now if you, then you have what called the sasambhara chakku like thing. That means the life faculty, sasambhara chakku mean the eye sensitivity plus its other constituents. So in the case of other constituent mean Utu samuttanadi. Utu mean temperature bond materiality. Utu samuttana mean temperature bond materiality kind of thing. And then mind bond materiality, nutriment bond materiality, like that. We went there. That mean to the sasambhara chakku, sasambhara sota kind of thing. So you can understand there uh, from the constituents like that also this distinguishes. So then you can understand this is the life faculty with the decade kalapa, this is the life faculty with the nine kalapa, like that. So in the case of mind bone method you can find out the life faculty like that. न केवलं खनटित्या एव Pabandhanu pache dasapi jivitindrayam karananti dattabang. Now, actually, you no need to understand that uh, the jivitindriya, you know, uh, it must not be regarded as the reason not only for the standing phase of the material movement, but also for the Pabandhanu Pachedasapi. Jivitindrasa Karana. Jivitindriyam Karana. The life faculty is the reason for Pabandhanu Pachedasapi. Pabandha means continuity. Anupacheda means the Upacheda means interruption. This is then Anupachedasa means non-interruption. So it gives the non. So it is the reason for non-interruption of the continuity. So non-interruption of the continuity as well as it is the reason for the standing phase. So standing phase, right? So therefore you need to understand in this way that that means this jivitindriya, it gives the non-interruption of the continuity also. Continuity. For example, till your kamic power cease, it exists. So therefore, some illogical thing arises. So for example, itarata ayukhayato maranang na yujjayati. So then you have ayukhayato maranang. Ayukhayato means ayukhaya, like that means the termination of lifespan by death as the termination of lifespan, what is called ayukhayato maranam, death. Maranam means the death. Death is as the termination of the life na yujjayati. It would not it would illogical. So it would be illogical, not according to the justice, right? So then therefore ayukhayato maranam we can take here, if the reason is not like that. Not like that mean your karma maintain your continuity without interruption till your death, like that. So ayukhayato maranam mean what is the age limit your life exist. So after that, are you finish or the life and finish, then you the death takes place in you. So like that. So this is the jivitindriya, and understand what is this jivitindriya, and then where it is in the body. It is in the karma bond materiality only, no other materialities. They that thing they explain here very in very detail, and with very giving some examples and similes, and the thing you to understand and you to practice. Okay, stop today here, and then number from since from the next day we can start with the Mano Dhatu, sorry, Hadevattu, right? Hadevattu we can learn in the next day. Hadevattu means heart materiality. So heart materiality and the other kind of derived materiality you can learn in the next day. Okay.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. Such a comprehensive with explanation here with all the intricate details. So thank
Yeah.
you so much for taking us through all this journey.
Okay. Sukhi hotu.
Bhante, do we have time for questions?
Yeah. We have time. You can ask.
Please raise your hand or post your questions in the chat box. Um, so, Bhante, that today's in the Ubhata Vyanjana, like the hermaphrodite Bhante,
Yeah.
um, they they are born with because this is a kamma bond, right, Bhante? That it your the bhava rupa, we are born with that, right, Bhante?
Yes. Bhavarupa, in the conception, Bhavarupa comes. Hmm?
So these people, one of them. Uh, so how we are explaining Bhante, like Khanato, the explanation what we read today is like only one is predominant. So, but they are born,
One is predominant, means only one is there. Yeah, we can say on one dominate. Yeah, good.
but the that one is manifesting because like I'm just confused Bhante, like
Uh, yeah,
because
for example,
yes Bhante.
yeah, regarding hermaphrodite. Hmm?
Yes, Bhante, because that has given at least how the sex organs has developed, given the shape of both male and female.
Yes.
But only one is predominant, either male or female.
Hmm.
Is that the correct understanding, Bhante?
Yes,
Because
just for example, the shape is different, and but I mean hermaphrodite. But only one sex materiality is there all over the body. No other opposite materiality. For example, let's say in this way, uh, in the case of um, yeah, that's the thing. But the organs are developed. Hmm? But this is we cannot apply to the medicine or something science to this kind of thing. According to the science, it is according to the hormone and the other kind of thing. It gives the shape and kind of thing. But here, the karma, according to the karma, they develop, but only one sex materiality.
yes, Bhante. I mean that is just the outer. Maybe because we cannot we are not seeing like from the Buddhas. That is very very minute. So we are just
Yes.
seeing the outer thing. But
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
Outer thing, and what is the logical and what is the then yukti vasen mean what is the what is the in according with the justice only we think, huh?
Yes, Bhante.
Outer thing, outer justice. That mean whatever we see by our eye, we accept, huh?
Yes, Bhante.
Yeah, but behind that you have many different things according to the Buddha's teaching. only Sabbanyuta Jnana or the omniscient knowledge can understand that.
Yes, Bhante.
Yeah.
And the other question I do have, like while mentioning the eye, Sasambhara
Mm.
Chakku,
Mm.
as we mentioned, the retina is a whole background. Right? That whole background, the whole like what we call as a whole background. But
Uh,
this the very sensitive part is that the fovea, right, where the all the it's only one part is very sharp and well all the images are very sharp.
what
That
it called? Favia.
macular
Yeah.
area.
Uh-huh.
So are we saying that that macular area where
Yes.
that sensitivity arises?
Yes, yes. Wherever the most sensitive part in the eye, huh, as you said, macular area. So
Yes,
there
Bhante.
is the place where your eye consciousness develop. Hmm?
Okay,
Yeah,
Bhante.
I just told retina. Hmm? But if it is the macular part, yeah, couldn't remember because I uh, um, live out from my career maybe 12 years now. So that is the correct part. Hmm?
And Bhante, like this Chakku Pasada Rupa also arising and passing away, but as you said, this is a whole field, and every time only one Chakku Pasada Rupa, the sensitivity arise or the Vijnana arise in only one.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, but that is like only one at different moment of the time, right?
Yes. Uh, that should be understood in this way. You have filled many uncountable eye decade kalap. Huh? Out of that, only one eye decade kalapa that means most powerful at the time. I mean, according to the what called according to the Kamma and according to the power of the visible data and the power of the sensitivity and many thing according to many thing there arise only one place the consciousness because if you have many consciousnesses in the eye door so maybe your the final result that means what you see definitely uh, our mind cannot understand. Hmm? Because anyway that object must take by the mind and mind only can decide what is the object very clearly. Huh? The
Yes.
mind down I mean. So if there arise many kind of eye consciousnesses, then it is impossible. Huh? So because of that reason, only one place at a time. Sorry, yeah, only one place at a time. There arises eye consciousness in the eye decade kalap within the eye sensitivity, but due the field anyway. Huh?
Yes, Bhante.
Yeah. So when you practice, you can see this is very clearly. So you can have multiple kind of decade kalapa, but the eye consciousness only one that takes by the mind also. I mean mind also. So those are the very deep thing only seen by the Buddha. Hmm?
Yes, Bhante. So,
Yeah.
Bhante, like the Ukasira Upama here, Bhante, so Ukasira Upama, I mean, Bhante, we can still see the
It is.
lice's head. I mean, although it's very minute,
Yeah.
it's still visible, but here we are seeing like subatomic particles, Bhante. So, that is only seen with the practice, like the meditation mind.
Uh, that means sasambhara chakku, right? Sasambhara chakku, or the eye decade kalapa, you have eye sensitivity, right? So many eye decade kalapa you have, as well as many kind of other materiality also you have there. That means seven group of materiality you have, different seven kind of materiality, group of materiality you have there as a love's head, right? Love's head. So not only the eye decade club.
Also, is that Dhammasenapati is just giving the simile as
Uh,
um, so here we are not comparing the size or anything, Bhante. Is that how the louse's head is
yeah, yeah.
visible?
So Love's head is visible, but this is the simile, you know. Love's head is very, very tiny thing. Hmm? Love's also tiny. Some loves also tiny, but the head is the more tiny than that. With comparing the body, so that's why given actually ukasira supama, that means it is similar to the that loves a head. Hmm?
I'm
Can I
not.
understand?
No, Bhante. Is it like a? Are we giving the simile of the size, or are we giving the simile of the? I mean, it explains like it's very paritta and it's very sukhuma,
Yes, yes.
but
Very, very minute thing. Hmm?
yes, yes, Bhante.
Yeah, like that, because very, very minute, but when you see that, you can see like uh, yeah, within very small area, within very small area you can see those kind of seven group of Rupakalapa. So that means that area is very small. Hmm? But you eye compared with the eye, that area is like a that means you have big eye, and then this what called the sasambhara chakku is very small. That means your big eye is the body of the louse, and the head is like that, in this way.
Okay, Bhante. Yes.
Uh, okay. Then next day we will start with the heart materiality, or the heart basis, Hadevatu. And Hadevatu is also a good, a very interesting thing. And we accumulate kusala. Having me in this occasion also. Uh, okay, now we accumulated kusala and we need to share with the all beings in this way. Idammi punyang asavakhaya vahang hotu. Idammi punyang nibbana sapachayo hotu. Mama punyang bahagang sabbe sattanang bahajemi. Te sabbe me samang punyang bahagang dabantu. Buddha Sasanang Chiram Tithatu. Buddha Sasanang Chiram Tithatu. Buddha Sasanang Chiram Tithatu. Sadhu, sadhu.